Well, I just couldn't leave it at where I stopped last time, which was being smashed to bits by the ruined sentinels. And I couldn't sleep anyway, so I thought I might give it another attempt. Before I have to head off for work, so I have somewhat of an hour before I have to get into the shower. He's gonna hit that barrel, isn't he? Are you gonna hit the barrel? Are you? Are you? So I'm not too worried about the boss fight itself, since I have the feeling I came close last time, but I am worried about getting there because of these guys. If anything's gonna kick my ass repeatedly, it's gonna be those guys. You're gonna hit the barrel again. Come on, hit the barrel, hit the barrel, hit the barrel. Perfect. Plus, I think with some gold pine resin, this might go a lot easier than it did before. Okay. Oh. I'm honestly not a fan of how rolling works in this game, with adaptability playing such a huge general agility. What have you. Oh. Ow. Okay, I'm good so far. I'm hoping I can avoid using too much Estus, because I'm gonna need it during the fight. I'm hoping I can get this done in a reasonable time, reasonable amount of times, so I don't have to despawn these guys. Yellow. Also good. Works for me. No, I'm gonna keep off from using that just now. Hello. Hit the barrel. Hit the barrel. No. No hitting at the barrel. This is pretty much indicative of how I usually play Dark Souls, which is a quick tactical strike and retreat. Okay. Could have sworn there were guys here. Is that gonna come up and bite me in the ass? I don't know. I don't think they're gonna follow me into the boss room once the bosses have been cleared, but you know. reasonable damage just on this one. So I'm gonna avoid using... Oh no, that's not good. That is not good at all. Okay. Solve itself. Okay. Now I'm gonna hold out on casting this one the moment I think he's gonna jump up, which he's gonna do now. Because I don't know how long it actually lasts. And he's just jumped on. Ow. I was kinda hoping he weren't gonna do that, and I need to get out of here. I shouldn't be blocked. Ooh, you just lost his shield. That's good. That's good. Okay, honestly, I'm doing quite good damage with the gold pine resin, but it's gonna run out soon. Yup. Okay, so now lost your shield. Roll, roll. That was slightly too close for comfort. Perfect. Just have to worry about just the one. Rollins is sick of us instead of doing this. Spank. And there we go. Second try. And I know these are basically filled with usually walls. So I'm gonna go ahead and activate all of them first before I move on. Plus I managed to keep quite a bit of souls there. Which is gonna get me overload. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, perfect. Which is gonna get me overload for Lost Sinner and gargoyles. I don't know if I'm gonna do gargoyles yet, or if I'm gonna do gargoyles just now. Since I think I need a ferrous lockstone for them. And I currently do not have one. And it might be easier to come back later on in the game. There should be one more. I think there was one more, which led into a room with another illusory wall. At least that's what I seem to remember. It might have been upstairs. I don't know. Is this one? No. No, it's gonna be upstairs. Yeah. here. Was it here? Yes. That is not my favorite enemy placement. Since he can kill you when you just did a boss. Actually, I'm gonna write that. That was a pretty good message. Then there should be illusory walls over here also. Let's set this one off. Yep. I think one of my first playthroughs, I got to that item just by jumping. Which probably isn't the intended way to go. But still. Still, I like that you can do that. Okay, no. I know I'm being a pussy, but I'm gonna go put some levels in before I continue. I think I could stop leveling vitality since I'm wearing the armor. Probably gonna keep on. Again, put some points into adaptability to get that up. And then some strength and some faith and some endurance. More endurance, and good strength, faith, and that's it. And I do. She mentions it when you do find one. I don't think I have this flask shard. Do I have? Some sublime bone dust? Nope. Okay. Put that one extra level in. Just in case. I should put some points into Dex if I want to start using the great sword. But right now, I think it's going to be more important to just get my health up a bit and endurance up a bit. Nothing for me. So I'll go and check if you have anything new. I know his inventory adds up over the course of the game until you can buy his gear. But I don't know what exactly triggers his inventory. I think it's defeating certain bosses, but I'm not sure. Okay. Last place here. It's gonna be servants' quarters. Okay, so now I should be on my way to Lost Sinner. Or no, I should be focused on getting the Bastille key, which probably is gonna be in a different spot. Than it regularly. Ooh, hello. Hello. You again. Luckily I know how to defeat you. I'm not missing punches. Ow. I don't know, it's just the amount of help I've given myself. But I seem to be pretty good at tanking some of those hits. Maybe it's the armor, I don't know. That was new. And interesting. And lethal. For you. Large club. I might actually want to use that as well. Seeing as I'm pretty much strength focused. Large club. Yeah, 26 strength. Scales A, which is very good. But the weight is an issue. But before I get there, I have a lot of leveling to do. Yeah, this is the way to the bell tower. I'm gonna come back to that once I have a couple more Ferris's lockstones. Switch to a shield so I don't fuck up multiple times. Close the door again because I know about the sneaky item, which is pretty much just a soul item, but still. I seem to remember there being enemies coming from over there. Yeah, there you go. Well, there used to be one of those big guys, big pyromancy guys. There's the Bastille key. Okay. I seem to remember in the PS3 version there was a big pyromancy guy who was walking here, and he could make this encounter significantly more difficult. There's no merit of being there. Those are the gargoyles. Oh. Goodbye. We can make that encounter significantly more difficult. The pyromancy dude, I mean. Just because he has that potential. That was unfortunate. Just because he has the potential to push you off the edge there. And you need a lot more space to deal with him. Off. And I wonder if this guy's still here. Yup. It's not pointless. It's my buddy. And this is the other side of where I ended up before. And that is the sound that is making me severely nervous. Okay, I think they're gonna stay in there. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go the long way around, get the item on the roof over there. Show off my amazing jumping skills. Yes, hooray for jumping. Huzzah. That's gonna say it. I'm willing to bet a lot that's gonna say try jumping. Close enough. More flame butterfly. Which I don't use a lot. There's only one or two occasions in which I would use a torch. Basically where you have to. Which is at the end of Lost Bastille, to start the fires. So I can see, try, anyway. We just work with our friend. And there's two of you. There's one more. Yeah. Nope, this was the way to the last center. That is a bonfire aesthetic, which I don't need at this point in the game. It's good to know that it's there. So I might come back to it later. You can hear more of them. I kind of expected you to have an item. How did this case go? Oh wait, no, I know where the left goes. That's the chest where I was ambushed by whatever that was. Which isn't gonna be useful. I severely hope it doesn't respawn. Doesn't find a way to follow me. I'm guessing it doesn't. Because they seem like rather unique enemies. But anyway. Doing little heals. I know about your tricks. Found me. Off gem. Good. Oh, good. Oh, how wonderful. Gonna use another branch of yore on him because he is a boss soul tradesman. I don't know what exact boss soul I want from him. What boss weapon I'm gonna be using. Probably something strength.
I've been a guest. Very cursed.
And something I can buff to, yeah, pursuer. Stone axe, which is a bit more strength than I can muster at the moment. I'll use magic. Tons of warps over there. No, but it's total dex More decks. Quality and magic. Twin blade. Thank you. I think I might just get the pursuer. And once I get my strength and my dex up, I'll see what it still does for me. Reveals location of the nearest enemy or invading dark spirit. Useful? Not useful enough to have me waste a slot on. This honestly is just situationally useful. But I don't think I'll be using a lot of magic this go through. I have run a magic character. You can help me out. Okay. No. Okay. I've run a magic character and they're quite honestly pretty easy to build. Can I get through here? Yeah, these guys are trying to press again. They're quite honest, also pretty easy to build. Magic characters, because there's a couple of items you can get pretty easy that make this, that make your magic character pretty overpowered when you start the game. And they're just gonna try and follow me. Honestly, oh hello, there's 3 of you. This is one of the most awkward bonfires, since it spawns you right next to an enemy within aggro range, so the moment you rest up here, it's gonna start shooting at you. Which could catch you off guard quite easily. I often just despawn them to get rid of them before it becomes a problem. These guys are benefit me. There's one more inside. Near you. 2 more. Gotta love the cleric smash. Oh, great sword again. Doesn't matter. It's gonna be more swells I can sell to Gravland. I keep wanting to call him Pavel because he's also a big dude. Pretty sure Havel wasn't good. Okay, so I'm gonna send this back up because I know I'm gonna die here quite frequently. But weren't there any monstrosities here? That was a PS3 version. Instead they're just giving us a structure to fight again. Okay, so he's not getting hard. It's not the problem. Just that I have to do it again. And I think that third slashing motion is new. I should let my stamina recover more. Ow. So, heal up quite quickly, thank you. That would have killed me. That would have killed me a lot. There we go. Out of this plane, it was only worth 3,000 souls. But in the PS3 version, there used to be huge monstrosities in each of these rooms. And I'd summon the Mirror Knight just to get her to deal with those. Not specifically for the boss. It was helpful having her there, but just for those guys. But these guys are still here. And these guys have killed me before, a couple times. I think there's a couple in the rooms below me. Which I can skip going to, but I won't because there's items down here. And I can never withstand the temptation of an item. Especially not if you can see him from a mile away. You see it lying there from a mile away. You just have to go and get it. Hello. Do I want to try and kill you? Yeah. The backstab? No. There we go. Backstab for added souls. And a couple of heals. Because it was a bit too... Oh, it's been okay, nice. Because I used a bit too much Estus trying to get their sniper spot. Sniper spot for what? For who? Way too many bloodstains here. Interesting. I think those are those explodey guys that just follow you. He's been killed by just walking off. there's something following him, I think. This guy, also the exploding guys, I think. Yep. Is there an invader here? Steel key. Smooth this down. This is the point where I have to use my first flying butterfly. Well, the game gives me enough of those. Get through the game, and honestly they're of not much use if you don't mind playing in the dark for a couple of sections. Can you attack with this one? Yeah, you can. Like I said, maybe have a little bit more use if you don't have pyromancies and have an enemy with a lot of weakness to fire. And I'm gonna see how this goes. I don't know. Am I gonna try and block him? I don't know. Okay. Let's just go for it. See how it goes. I have like 20 minutes more. I might give this guy a couple of tries. If the Ruined Sentinel doesn't respawn, the walk back here is not too bad, so I'm not worried about dying. Damage is not too bad. There's a blocking, which works on this guy. It's good to know. And I might not be using a 100% shield, but it's a 90% shield, so the tiny bit of chunk damage it does is not something I'm worried about. And I'm not gonna say I'm doing pretty well with this bad. They'll fuck me up. Some stamina. And there we go. That was a hell of a lot easier than I remember it being. Yes, silence. I take it. And then there should be just a, this is new. Is this chest over here? Break a bent branch of yore. I will take it. And this is just the primal bonfire, which does nothing but bring me back to Jula, which is fine. I think I've got everything in the Lost Bastille, except for the bell tower, but since I don't have any ferrous lockstones, I'm not getting in there, and I'll have to go back later. Hello.
You have a call. That is more than
Hello. Fertility, once more just to start its adaptability, always put in point. Vigor, endurance, strength, faith. Some more strength. And let's put 2 points into dex for now. Which will help me, because I think that needs 10 dex. This one needs 18 dex. It does kill better. Base damage is lower. They're both ultra great swords. That is way too large. It's just way too large. Comically large. Which is eventually going to replace my hand axe, but I will need a lot of points into vitality before that even becomes viable. But apparently I'm going to go for a high vitality character this run. So up next is some souls. I don't know, remember what the area is called? But I know it's down here. Now it's the dark and spooky forest.
Oh, this and only and this shall I
No, she ups afterwards.
go ahead then.
Now, if you have a
May the
rotating
power of miracles be with you.
wall to block off
Offer
certain
your souls
passages,
to the gods.
why do you need a gate? I don't know. We're in dark. Short here. Message. Message. Dark spot. I think this is just a bit of circle jerk. I don't think there's anything here that can screw me over at this point. Just gonna run to the bonfire, and that's gonna be the end of my session for this morning. I'm gonna stream later tonight. You are the dark teacher. Yep. Don't need you. Huntsman's pups. That was it. So I'm just gonna light the bonfire and continue later tonight. Gonna start heading up to work soon, so don't have too much time. But that was it for today. That was it for this morning. We'll be streaming later tonight, and these videos will go on YouTube. And if you're watching on YouTube, welcome to the channel. And if you want to see me play some more Dark Souls 2, or if you want to see me play another game, give us a comment. Tell us about it. But that's it for today, and I will see you all next time.